The following has been paid for by the Pens World Order. Well, that was a game. And, well, you nick a point. I mean, hell of a lot better than what it could have been. And it probably should have been a whole lot worse. Welcome to the Let's Go Pens Fan React, part of the PWO. My name's Richard Bosser. I do Pens Fan React after every Pittsburgh Penguins game within 24 hours, or the next video is absolutely free here on YouTube. You're welcome. You're welcome. So, this game, lone home game of the week. Last home game before the Four Nations face-off. And I'm sure players are so excited about being in the Four Nations face-off. I mean, it's great that Erik Karlsson is being in the Four Nations face-off. And now Richard Rakell is in the Four Nations face-off that they are so excited being about. But this Devils team is a little bit banged up. Missing some guys. Still very dangerous, very young and very dangerous. And I don't want to say that this game is winnable, because we're under 30 games to go. And there are some people in the fan base who think this team is capable of making the playoffs, that we need to get as many points as we can to get back in the playoff picture. Newsflash here, me bucko. That's not happening. No. We left way too many points back in November and December. Remember all the third period goal leads that led to overtime and shootout losses? Oh, that's probably about 8 to 10 points we left out there, which could have came in a lot handy here. So the Devils, it's not a team you take lightly. Well, you can't take any team lightly. Anyway, I was not expecting much out of this game. I really wasn't. Because Pittsburgh, I just don't think, can really hang with New Jersey. There's no reason to believe that. So, early on in the first, it looks like the Pens get on the board in a power play goal. Richard Rakell in front, into the net. Looks like we have a goal, but it's immediately waved off, as it was a kicking motion from Rakell. He was trying to corral the puck. One of those skate, stick, bam, in the net. And he whiffed. He got the kicking part right. He was able to corral the puck. And if he just taps that with his stick, if it just brushes his stick and goes into the net, that's a good goal. That's in. Alas, it did not. And we reached near the end of the period. The Pens get a failed clearing bid. Devils take advantage, throw one in front of Ed, mad scramble, and it gets underneath Ed, just squeaks across the line. That's in. 16 seconds left in the first period, and it's 1-0 lull. Devils get another goal to make it 2-0. So 4-on-4 goal. And you're just thinking, all right, not our night. We're gonna stupidly lose 2-0 to the freaking Devils. We're just gonna stupidly lose to them. And midway through the game, I saw the familiar faces. And all I look around, see familiar faces, familiar places, the writing's on the wall. What do I see? Guys again on the bench, looking around, hunched over, looking around, like, hey, who's gonna step up for us? Hello? That's a thing. Okay, sorry, ADHD distraction, something shiny, squirrel. But everyone's just looking around and trying to see who's going to step up. Looking around like, who's going to save us? Who's going to do it? You, Kevin? You, Eric? You, Richard or Richard or Richard. Don't tell me how to call your name. You, Ned, not you, Ned. We're cool. We're cool. We're cool, Ned. Who else is gonna do it? Who's gonna step up? You there. I don't even know what your name is, but I'm sure you've done something that hasn't been done here. And later on in the second, somebody steps up. Richard Raquel bangs it into the net late in the second to make it 2-1. And as the Pens Collective, friends of the show, have said, that is the juice that gets the game going. But we need more juice from the squeezing to make this, to get back in it. And we get into the third. And the Pens do push. Bless them. They do. They're trying to get everything. They're forcing chances. They're forcing Nico Doss to make saves. And what ends up happening is that Sidney Crosby gets a dump and he gets a nice, gets a little check up front and a guy smushes into his shoulder and Sidney Crosby's hunched over doing the, oh, that's a bit of a stinger. Ow, that looks like it hurt. All right. Crosby skates. That's not looking good. I'm sure he's fine. He's on the bench. He's not fine. That's okay. It's a stinger. He's fine. Everything's fine. He's down the tunnel. Oh, God, he's down the tunnel. Oh, Crosby's down the tunnel. Crosby's gone. Malkin's gone. So you know what you do at this point? You grab two of each animal and you head for the bastard border. We're done. The end is nigh. Time's it away. The end is nigh. We're done. Here. Shut her down. Shut down PPG. Spring training starts next week. Pittsburgh sports is done. We're done. What's Kevin Hayes doing all alone out front? 4-on-4 goal, and they score to tie the game. Kevin Hayes on a 4-on-4 goal. Nice feed out front. Chips at top corner over Nico Doss. And my PC's lit up. I'm sorry, I'm distracted. And we actually tied the freaking game. The freaking game. Sure, Kevin Hayes gets his 9th of the season. And the Devils press in the last 4 or 5 minutes to get a goal. They push and they push and they shot and they shot and they shot and they shot and they shot. We just got to hold them. We got to stick to it, lads. And then with 3 and 8 minutes to go in the third, dun 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 dun, Crosby's back on the ice. He's skating. He's fine. He's smiling. His mustache is fine. Look, he's up there on the big screen. We're okay. We're gonna make it. He's gonna do the Mary Tyler Moore and throw his helmet in the air, and we're gonna get freeze framed. So, Devils really press. Some good saves out of Ned. Force overtime. 3-on-3, both teams get chances. Chance either way. Some frantic odd man rushes near the end of overtime, including Luke Hughes all alone on a breakaway near the end of the game. Comes in, deep backhands, and saves it. Absolutely saves it. And we go to a shootout. Raquel scores. Ned makes some saves. Dougie Hamilton scores. We go into the 7th. Anthony Bavalier gets one in the 4th. And Devils ties it. And then, I don't know who gets in the 7th. Their name escapes me. But Devils get the goal. Pens don't. Whatever. Don't care. And the Devils win the skills competition. In a game where you didn't think you'd get anything, you nick a point. Oh well. Can't really get mad at it. I mean, in a game where you could have gotten nothing, you nick a point. And it's a nice setup for the 2 road games we have coming up this week. We have the Rangers on Friday. They're at the Garden at 34th and 36th Street. They're in Midtown on a Friday night. Oof, that'll be an interesting one. And then Saturday, we go to the lair of evil. Evil. Wells Fargo Center. Pens Flyers. Yay. And that's, oh God, that's Saturday night right before the Super Bowl. Oh God. Eagles green as far as the eye can see. You know, a friend of mine has asked me, hey, why don't you go down to Philadelphia for a Pens Flyers game? And I'm like, I don't want to take my life into my own hands. So, you want to try and win the week. Although with this late in the season, winning the week seems irrelevant. The big question will be, do they trade Raquel at the deadline? His 24th leads the team. He's probably on pace for a 25-25, 50-point season, his career best. They always say buy low, sell high. And with Raquel, your stock's not been higher. So we'll see. But we nick a point. Let's go Pens. See you Friday night.